In the next few minutes, I'm going to teach you about the psychology behind word-of-mouth marketing and 5 of my strategies to boost referrals, to grow your business and spread your app like wildfire. Let's get into it. So, word-of-mouth marketing or referral marketing is one of the most effective ways at getting new users into your application. Not only are these acquisitions free, but they also come with a certain degree of social proof because your friends, your family have recommended this app and users arrive with pretty much a very strong intent. So referral marketing or a referral is when a user loves your app so much they just got to tell the whole world, they bring in their friends, their family, and they want to spread it around to everyone. And by virtue of this recommendation, you're socially proofed, these users come into your channel, they come in for free. And it's incredibly useful because referred users are actually some of the highest converting users that you will get from any channel at all. So it really pays to build this referral mechanisms and virality into your strategy as well. So why do people actually refer in the first place? So there's 2 main reasons, but they all comply with WIFM, or what's in it for me. We're all pretty selfish at the end of the day when it comes to making decisions and the rationale behind them. So one of the main reasons people might refer your product to others, has to be a pretty good product to begin with, but is an emotional reason. So let's say, for example, that I download an app, I get great value out of this application, and I want to tell my friends, I want to tell my family about this app. Really what I'm doing here is I want to communicate my own value as a person, and by them getting value out of the app, I really get that value eventually attributed back to me. So when we have Joe that says, wow Patrick, that was a great app, thanks for recommending that app to me, it's improved my life, it's great utility value, it's really helped me, and that's actually kind of like an ego massage for me. And this is really the main reason that people create these referrals and why they're incentivized to do so, is for emotional reasons. Now sometimes there is a functional reason for the referral, but again, that's there is something in it for the user. It's less of a egotistical reason, but functional in that to actually avail of the full product, to get access to extra features, they may need to invite a friend or a colleague into that experience of using the app to then unlock those extras. So to bypass that barrier, functionally, they must actually refer and bring someone in, but again, they are creating that value for their friend or colleague, but it's functional in that they're removing that barrier and growing their capacity within the product. So these are the 2 main reasons why people will refer. And once you understand this is something that you can exploit and something that you can capitalize on. So how do you build referral into the core, into the heart of what you're building? How do you create virality in your strategy? So the first step is to build it in. There are no real, cheap tactics that you can tack on afterwards that are an excuse for not building virality in at the core. So whether you're planning an update to an existing mobile app or whether you're planning a new one from scratch, it pays to take the time to sit down and to consider, when they set up the app, are they going to get an opportunity to invite a friend, to message them, to share content, or something that brings other people into that experience. So encouraging them to share the app or to unlock certain sections by virtue of sharing can then mean that you're bringing more users in, and then by virtue of that, if they want to unlock certain sections, they have to share it with their friends, and so on and so forth. And we're actually in the next video, we're going to be getting into the viral coefficient and how you can apply that to your app. So build it in. That's step 1. Create features innately within your app that express these viral attributes. Secondly, you could just put in some basic share buttons and allow people to share the app or even share content within the app. And that's pretty good. You will generate some referrals by doing that. But the best way, and research shows that you can increase sales by 10 to 20% for existing products and as much by up to 100% for new products by incentivizing both parties. So when it's a win-win for the person who's giving the referral and the person that's actually availing of this new app and downloading it, you're going to get a much more impactful response. You're getting value on both sides, so it's win-win and then win for you as the app marketer. So an example of that could be, Dropbox did this very well. So when you sign up for Dropbox, you get an account, but you have to invite a friend in to use Dropbox as well if you want to get increased storage. And what was in it for your friend was, well, they actually got a Dropbox account, because in the early days, it was invite only. So they managed to get an account, you got increased storage, it kept it kind of exclusive, you were incentivizing both parties. Uber did this as well again in the early days with promo codes. So they would give out a code, $5, maybe $10 off your next ride, and you had to go and share this on social media. And then if this code was actually used, you got $10 off, and so did your friend. So they were incentivizing at both ends to make the most of their virality. So if you are doing promo codes, I would encourage you to use unique codes so that you can track them back to that unique offer and the individual that completed that referral. Everything should be uniquely tracked. The next step, yes, I've talked about this already, you can include some share buttons. If you're going to include these, make sure that you're bringing in aspects of incentivizing at both sides, and include unique tracking links so that you know what share features within the application and what users are actually generating referrals for you in your business. A invite a friend feature can also be very effective, especially if your app actually needs communication and a network effect in order to function. So maybe the first time that they download your app, it's like, let's go ahead and invite your friends in so you can communicate with them, or let's invite your team or your colleagues so that you can start to work with them. Or you could do this a little bit later on in the process, but make sure you provide some kind of a capability where they can enter in the email and you will do the invite for them with the tracking link, of course. Maybe you would also do a Facebook Connect or a Twitter Connect or something like this, so they can actually tap the friends, they can sign in with a social network, they can select the friends they want to invite and make their lives easy, make it easy for them to invite and bring other people into your app. Of course, rinse and repeat. And make sure that you track everything, and as you would a new user that enters into your funnel as an acquisition, you're going to track that throughout every stage, right? The full range of pirate metrics. So referrals should really be no different. So when a user that you paid for, perhaps through a channel, refers a customer in, even though that customer is coming for free and the customer acquisition cost is probably zero, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't track through all stages of the funnel, because some referral sources will be better than others. So we need to track, what referral customers, so what customers that create the referrals from what types of referral mechanisms create not only the downloads, but also the activations and ultimately the revenue, which is one of the most important attributes. So that's it for today, guys, in this video. Join me next time where we're going to be discussing the very final video in our mobile metric series, and arguably one of the most important ones, which is revenue. If you have any questions about our video today, don't be afraid to send us a tweet at PulsateHQ. Leave a comment below the video as well. It helps inspire the whole community. I'm Patrick Leddy. See you guys next time. I'm going to teach you about the psychology behind word-of-mouth marketing and I'm going to teach you about the... No, there we go.